Good morning, commissioners. We need a rule to protect human health and the environment, but in my opinion, this reuse rule does not comply with the law. The most critical aspect of my public comment is that the legislature adopted the law, which was codified as section 70-13-4D, which requires a permit for any produced water use outside of the oil field. Section 70-13-4D states, for uses regulated by the Water Quality Control Commission pursuant to Water Quality Act, a person shall obtain a permit from the Department of Environment before using the produced water. That is the law, and it is clear. Any use of produced water outside of the oil fields requires a permit, and this is for good reason. As you're all well aware, produced water is highly saline and could contain many different constituents, such as suspended particles, dissolved mineral salts, organic compounds like volatile and semi-volatile organic compounds, petroleum hydrocarbons, organic acids, and oils. Also can contain natural occurring radioactive material and other inorganic constituents, such as sulfide and ammonia, as well as chemical additives, all of which are very dangerous to human health and the environment. The proposed NMED regulation does not require a permit, and I believe that this is inconsistent with the law, which requires public notice, specifically to all surrounding landowners, and also requires a hearing. This is a violation of the public's due process rights. This is key. As you can also understand, the only critical science in the record says we're at a nascent stage, which means we have taken the very first step to understanding what is even in the Permian Basin produced water. So I support continued research, but I'm asking you to adopt a rule that allows for bench scale scientific research permits for accredited labs, only with limits on scale. And also permits required for pilot projects must also provide public transparency and accountability. To ensure this, these limited in-scale projects must at least be as protective of human health and the environment as authorized pilot projects in Texas. For instance, number one, there must be disclosure of all chemical constituents before any person seeking a permit for a pilot project from the NMED is permitted. There must also be scale limits to protect public health and the environment. Number three, the NMED must have the authority to deny or amend any permit application. Number four, that there be pre-treatment analytical tests and post-treatment analytical tests of all the data and be given to NMED on a quarterly basis, and that all data be made public online. Number five, that there be characterization of all naturally occurring radioactive material, and any other radioactive material must be tested for, and then all workers be provided training and personal protective equipment. Number six, that there be a specific residual produced water waste disposal standards, and that monitoring for proper disposal of that residual waste be stringent to avoid public health risks and environmental contamination. Finally, until we know more and have more scientific data, I ask that all other reuse and discharges be banned at this time, because the science is just not there yet. So to be very specific, I'm asking that the Water Quality Control Commission prohibit discharges direct or indirect to ground and surface water, deny any federal discharge permits, whether direct or indirect to ground and surface water, prohibit any industrial projects or demonstration projects until the science is proven via bench scale or pilot projects. And as I stated at the beginning of this, prohibit any reuse without a permit. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Senator.